Today I'm going to tell you why you need an offshore bank account, why you need a bank account in a country other than where you live. If you're watching this and you're someone who works online or you're someone who thinks internationally in terms of how you do business, then one of the things you should be concerned about is the security of your money in a domestic bank account. And let me just remind you that it wasn't that long ago that people in Cyprus woke up to find that more than 50% of their funds had disappeared, had been seized by the government, by government decree, as enforced by the EU, in order to help bail out a bank. They call that a bail-in. Bail in your deposits in order to support your bank and keep it solvent. When they first suggested this idea, of course, people were almost rioting in the streets. So what they did was they raised the threshold to people with 100,000 or more. Now, this affected a lot of people, including people from the UK who have retired there, had their savings there. But imagine waking up one morning and finding that your money had gone. Now, the scary thing about this is that a lot of governments around the world are placing and enacting enabling legislation which would allow them to do the very same sort of thing in a similar circumstance. In other words, if some bank got into trouble in your country, it's quite possible that the same idea could be applied and money could be siphoned off your bank account without your say-so. As someone who's been banking offshore in overseas banks since 1998, I can assure you that this is a very sound strategy for anybody who's concerned about their financial well-being. The primary purpose today of such an account is to place your funds in a more secure jurisdiction, a more secure country with better banking legislation, with a better reputation for financial soundness. So I absolutely recommend that you consider looking at the options of opening a bank account in somewhere other than where you live. This may seem draconian to some of you, it may seem scary to some of you, but it's not. These days with the internet banking and all the tools that are available in the modern financial world, banking with a bank in another country, provided that country is a sound country and the bank is a sound bank, provides you with the same ease of use. You get a card to access your funds, you'll be able to online to check your balance and so forth. So it's not a matter of convenience. You don't walk into the bank, of course, but you're able to use it electronically. And in this world we live in with significant economic risk in all the major Western countries, particularly in terms of bank solvency, this is not a scare tactic. This is something very, very advisable for anybody, particularly those of you who may be dealing internationally, making money online, and have a more international outlook. Then you should expand your outlook beyond business into finance and consider the ramifications of not doing this. Would you want to wake up to find out that your funds have disappeared? This is a form of insurance. Think of it like that. It pays to diversify, and in this case, diversify where you deposit your funds. That's my tip for today. It's very serious. It's something that I 100% believe in and I do myself, and I recommend you do it too.